Hi guys, welcome to another episode of TheIZshow. So today we are going to discuss about is degree still important today? So today I have two guests with me. One is Yahiro and the other is Alicia. So maybe you'd like to introduce about yourself.
Hello, I'm Yahiro. I'm 26 this year. My highest education qualification is a diploma. I study business informatics at Nanyang Poly.
Okay, what about Alicia?
Hi, I'm Alicia. My highest education level is degree in marketing from Murdoch University.
Okay, so today what I'm going to ask you guys is that is degree still important today? Because in the past, everyone says that degree is important. It's because that in the past, degree allows degree holders to have high paying jobs. That's because last time there isn't a lot of degree holders. But the problem is that, in today's society, everybody is having a degree right now. So no one is actually really standing out from the crowd. Having a degree now doesn't really guarantees you to have a high paying job. So do you think that this is still the right way to go? What's your view on this?
Okay, I only study until diploma because I don't feel like the degree is relevant in the workforce nowadays. And what I feel that is unless your degree is unless you are majoring in something like very specific, like maybe like something mechanical or like maybe in a special field, then yeah, your degree will bring you further lah. Then the company will even send you out for further studies. But unless you are really inside all these industries, right, I think that degree in other fields are pretty much irrelevant.
For me, I feel that degree is still important in some sense lah. I mean, because every time when you apply for a job, they actually look at your highest qualification first. I think lah, yeah. So depending on what you do, so most people also just study for the sake of studying, then they don't do something relevant to their degree. So yeah, I guess it depends on whether you do something similar or not. I mean, if it's non-relevant, then I don't see a need why you need the degree there.
So Alicia, you have a degree in marketing. So, okay, honestly speaking, what is the reason for you to take on this degree? Is it because of is that your parents want you to have that, or is a dream that you are trying to fulfill, or is your parents' dream? So actually, what is the reason?
Actually, it has always been my dream to throw the graduation hat. You know that square hat, 四方帽 they call it.
What you study in marketing in degree right now, does that applies to your job currently?
Actually, not really, because I just changed job. So I'm doing sales instead of marketing now. But in my previous job, I was doing marketing.
Okay, so do you think that having a degree is a social norm that do you feel stress is that people around you have degrees and we don't have a degree, and that actually so-called makes you want to have this degree just because everyone have it?
To me, right, degree is just a way where people can get promotions easier than non-degree holders. In many firms, institutions and organizations, like maybe even the government part, like maybe for those regulars who sign on like armed forces and stuff, having a degree, right, will ensure a promotion much easier than those who don't have one. For example, like in the SAF, if you are an officer, you need the degree. Even like when you just enlisted, you without a degree, right, you have to study at least a part-time degree for you to like get promoted to even further ranks. But if you don't have one, right, you most likely be like stuck on the same rank. But for me, I feel that experience is a lot more, like work experience is a lot more important than degree, because right, when you study for degree, usually uni, like for full time, it takes at about 3 years, 4 years. During the 3-4 years, right, I can gain that 3-4 years of work experience if I don't go for university lah. Then it doesn't mean that what I learn from the from a good company or like good superiors or colleagues, right, I can definitely learn much more than what I will learn in like university, what everybody else learn. Like everybody will be learning the same thing in school, but what you can learn from each company is different, and that experience brings you even further in life rather than just on like promotions and stuff. So like I feel that if you are like aiming to be an entrepreneur, or like if you want to start out your own business, work experience is definitely more important than having a degree. But I'm not saying that like studying is bad lah, because of course there are a lot of things that you can learn from a school, but you cannot deny that I mean you can always catch back up. If you want to study back into uni, you can always like go sign up for part-time, or even like some courses that the government subsidize for us to gain back all the knowledge that you lost from school if you don't study in uni. But the time lost and experience, like when you come out as a fresh grad, right, you'll be slower than other people without a head start lah.
So what you're trying to say is that experience is better than having a degree, but there are some jobs that having a degree is mandatory. So if you don't have the degree, how can you get the experience?
Okay, for certain jobs, like maybe the recent one, like the Google company that started their work in Singapore, their minimum requirement was like degree, and I saw like even some like the entry level positions, the minimum requirement is a master's. So for those, right, it's either like, for example, and then the minimum requirement is not only the qualifications, it also requires like at least 3 years of experience. So if you really want to work in that company at that position, for example, masters with a 3 years experience, you must be at least like 28 years old and above, if you judge by like all the studying and all the like work experience and stuff. It's like if you already have all this going on already, then nothing stopping you to go for this type of jobs. But then if like, for example, you have like maybe 10 years of work experience, but you don't have a master, or you don't even have a degree, but you know your job very well, and Google, if they, for example, Google, I'm just using Google as an example. For example, Google, you submit your resume to the company, and they accepted you for they arrange a interview with you lah. Like if you're lucky, you can use whatever you learn from your experiences to impress them. You don't really have to like have that qualification, and then companies, if they admire your talent, right, or your experiences, right, they will send you for courses. They will send you like to schools for all these like paper qualifications.
So do you ever feel inferior that you don't have a degree and people around you have a degree?
For me, I don't really feel that way, because I don't really like studying from the start lah. Like I feel that studying is just studying, taking tests, all this is just memorizing from the textbooks, and then applying from what you learn from a textbook is another thing. Like I have friends who studies in university, go for internship and stuff, go for attachments, but then the company don't really let them do or use what they learn in school. So they are like not applying what they learn. So it's like quite useless when they got attached to a company outside.
Okay, Alicia, do you ever feel pressurized by your mom to actually have a degree? Do you think that you said that you wanted to graduate with a degree? Was there any part related to your parents? What do they want?
Of course lah, because all my cousins have a degree as well. So I think it's more of like fear of missing out. Yeah, that's why I think I decided to go and study. But anyway, I did the studies part-time, so it's okay. Like I was still working while gaining some experience or like what Shiro said.
Okay, so for your school fees, how do you pay them? You said that you are working part-time. Do you pay them?
Not really. Actually, my mom paid for me. But I told her that I will return her once I'm done studying. But I have not done so.
Okay, so if at the start your mom did not say that she will want to pay for you, would you have go ahead with this degree?
Maybe after I have saved enough money.
So it's still a dream that you want to fulfill, even though you know that it will add a financial burden to you.
Yeah, I think I will. I will still go for it. But doing part-time, as in I will do the part-time degree while I'm still working. Because I will still need the income.
If today you are a boss of a company, do you value the qualification more or do you value the experience?
I think it depends on the size of the company. If it's like SME, like small medium enterprise, right? I feel the experience will be looked upon much more than the qualifications, because they need people who can work instead of people who can theorize. Then for maybe like bigger enterprises, like maybe those the what's that, MNCs, yeah, all these, they will, of course they will look at the qualification first, because they they have to go through a several levels of like verifying like the HR part. They have to verify your qualifications if it's like recognized school, and then also they have to like check on your references, if the people can that you provided for reference, right, can they verify your character and stuff like that. But because MNC, they have a bigger population of people working inside, so of course they will look at the qualifications first.
Okay, so if you are the boss of an MNC company, would that be a requirement?
Yeah, of course, because it the qualification pretty much can tell how driven you are, and of course see whether like you are honorary student or not.
But based on like just now what you said, that you prefer experiences over a qualification, but if you were to set this qualification, this person wouldn't have the chance to actually gain that kind of experiences. So
I feel that if a person like without any qualifications and he would like to gain some experience, right, either there are like only very limited ways to go around, if that person really wants to go into a very like renowned MNC, because no, I mean the few ways, like maybe one is you like work in a smaller firm, but this firm you produce results and you produce even like you build up your portfolio. And then the second way is if you have connections in the company, it will get you in the company easier.
okay, Alicia, so if you are the boss of a company, would you value qualification or experiences more?
I think it depends, like what your friend said. He said that depending on whether you are in an SME or MNC. So for SME, I think the boss would actually want the staff to bao ka liao and do a lot of work. So I would guess SME would prefer people with more experience, while at MNC, each person only do their own job. So probably they value the qualifications more. And also like in SAF, they definitely value the qualification more, because also like what Yahiro said just now earlier, that only if you have a degree, then you get to be promoted faster, and a lot faster than those with only a diploma.
Okay, guys, just so to end this, do you have any advice for someone that is thinking if he or she should go for a degree before entering the workforce?
Okay, it depends like where the person is standing, like how old are they. For example, if a person like just got out from maybe JC or poly, I would very much recommend them to like continue their uni, because once you started working, right, you wouldn't want to study again, because when you go back to study, you lose this part of the income, and then it wouldn't feel the same anymore without the income, because the purchasing power you have is a lot difference, because you still have to pay for the tuition fee and the school fee and stuff. But if you are like maybe already working, and then you are like faltering between like going to study uni full-time or part-time, or not study at all, I feel that if you are working in a place where it requires like specialized knowledge, right? Yeah, you can go for either full-time or part-time studies, whether it's like uni or any other like type of further studies. Like there's also something called advanced diploma. Yeah, so like if you really want to go for like further your career path, then yeah, you can study more.
So Alicia, what's your advice?
Okay, I would think depends on where the individual want to go lor. Like what we mentioned, either SME or an MNC. So yeah, I think actually experience plays a big part and a huge role in when searching for jobs and everything. But of course, if you have the time and the money, then why not a part-time degree then? While you're working I mean, that means while you gain the knowledge, you also gain experience at work.
Okay guys, that's it for today. So if you guys have any questions or you have any views, do comment and share with us. Thank you.